Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game by Boris Spassky. In this chess game his opponent was Albert Genin, Soviet chess master, and this was a chess game from the Leningrad Chess Championship from 1959. And Boris Spassky was victorious in this championship, and he had few memorable chess games from the Leningrad Chess Championship from 1959. And this is one of his notable chess games from this championship. We all know Boris Spassky, he needs no introduction. He was one of the most important rivals of Bobby Fischer. And he was the world chess champion, of course. But did you know that Boris Spassky was actually one of the most amazing attacking chess grandmasters of all times? He was not an opening expert. He was not a positional chess player. In fact, he was pretty weak in the openings, but when it comes to the middle game and in the end game, he figured things out in the middle game and in the end game, and he was a tactician, just like Mikhail Tal. So let's see what happened in this chess game. Spassky starts the game with e4, we have e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, and we have the Italian game, g6, d3, bishop to g7, developing the knights, and then knight to g5. Black is castling and defending on f7. So h4 by Boris Spassky, he is going all the way. He is playing very aggressive, as you can see. Hack attack, knight to a5, attacking the bishop. And this looks like the bishop is looking delicious. Of course, black is going after the bishop. Maybe bishop to b3 comes to mind, but Boris Spassky is going all the way. h5. He doesn't care about messing up the pawn structure, so black captured the bishop. D takes on c4, not playing bishop to b3, but messing up the pawn structure. So h6, and black wants to give the boots to the knight. So after defending the knight, let's say knight to f3, black can push the g-pawn, and g5 is looking like black is closing up. And in this position, Boris Spassky played incredible h takes on g6, sacrificing the knight. Black is not accepting the sacrifice. Black played f takes on g6. Let's take it back and let's see what happens if capturing the knight. If capturing the knight, then bishop takes on g5. So in this position, queen to h5 is not a good move because of pawn takes pawn and how to checkmate the king. The king is escaping. So bishop takes on g5, f takes on g6, and then knight in. Knight is pinned, so rook to f7, queen to g4. And after capturing the knight, the rook is pinned. White castles from the queen side, and the h file is opened. The rook is pinned. So this doesn't look very good, of course. Black is in big trouble. Also queen to h4 is on the cards. So in this position, you might ask what happens if closing, then queen to h5, and how to defend the checkmate threat. So if knight takes on g6, check, king down, and then rook to h6, and threatening to take the knight, the bishop is pinned. And if, let's say if moving the knight, then rook takes on f6 is possible. You can take this f-pawn because this bishop is pinned, and it looks like black is going to lose the queen in this position. So after h takes on g6, f takes on g6, and knight to f3 by Boris Spassky. And now it looks like Spassky is attacking on h6. So black is defending with pushing the g-pawn, g5, and it is white to move. Boris Spassky decided to sacrifice his knight. Knight takes on g5. What a move. H takes on g5 and queen to h5. So Spassky is insisting on opening the h file, and bishop takes on g5 is also on the cards again. So queen over and queen to h7, king down, and then lifting the rook up, rook to h3 by Boris Spassky. And now he's threatening to play rook to f3, so g4 defending, and it is white to move. Another amazing move by Boris Spassky, he played bishop to h6, sacrificing the rook. We have rook to g8. If capturing the rook, if accepting the sacrifice, then queen takes on g7, king down, and knight to b5, double attacking the rook and threatening knight to c7, family fork. So black has to be careful in this position. This is why not capturing the rook, we have rook to g8, and rook to h5 by Boris Spassky. So he can take this pawn and he can also play rook to f5. If knight takes, queen takes, king to e7, bishop to g5 check, king to d6 and castling from the queen side, and then knight to b5 is also on the cards. So the king is in the middle and getting hunted by white. So escaping king to f8 and unpinning the bishop, and it is white to move. We have knight to d5 getting one step closer to the king. So queen to g6, and black wants to exchange the queens. It looks like this queen has nowhere to go in this position, and it also looks like white's attack, white's vicious aggressive attack is fading away in this position. But Boris Spassky played another amazing move. What would you do if you had the white pieces? Would you exchange the queens? If exchanging the queens, white is a piece down, so that is not going to favor for white. In this position, Boris Spassky played amazing move. Did you see that move? So the move was rook to f5 by Boris Spassky, of course, checking the king and keep attacking the king. We have king to e8. If capturing the rook with the knight, then capturing the queen, and black is losing. Black can resign, of course. So the knight is the only defender of the queen. So this is deflecting the knight and capturing the queen. So in this position, after rook to f5, we have moving the king, and it is white to move. Now Spassky captured the queen. After knight takes on g6, it is white to move. Now you have to be careful in this position. This is actually one of the very instructive moments of this chess game. So if a beginner might think capturing the pawn, this looks very tempting. Knight takes on c7 is looking very tempting, forking the king and the rook. But in this position, white has a much more better move than capturing on c7. Because if capturing on c7, king over, and that is both attacking the knight and also attacking the bishop. So if capturing the rook, bishop takes bishop, and white is getting the exchange, but black has two pieces for the exchange. And if capturing the bishop, king takes knight. So in this position, white has a very strong move, and after that move, black is in big trouble. Honestly, black can even resign after that move, to be honest with you. So what would you do if you had the white pieces? Can you guess the most precise move in this position for white? So the most precise move in this position was bishop to g5, and this is what Boris Spassky played. How to defend knight takes on c7. Actually, after knight takes on c7, black is getting checkmated, so black played d6, making space for the king. But in this position, if defending the rook, then simply capturing on c7, checkmate. So Boris Spassky is threatening checkmate, giving heir to the king, capturing the pawn, only move, checking the king, only move, and then capturing the rook. Very precise play by Boris Spassky, and he is threatening checkmate, rook to c7. So d5, making space for the king, a desperado move, capturing the pawn check, king to d6, and then bishop to d2. Well, actually in this position, Boris Spassky is 3 pawns up. He also has the exchange, and this is unplayable for black. And how to defend bishop to b4, checkmate. So in this position, defending the checkmate threat, and then Boris Spassky played a move and black resigned. He checks the king, a very simple move, and after this move, Albert Genin resigned. The possible continuation is probably going to be something like after moving the king, capturing on h7. So this must be one of the continuations in this position, and white has not 3 pawns, but actually white has 4 extra pawns and plus the exchange, and this is unplayable for black. Of course, white has too much material, and this is brutal. What do you think about this amazing attacking chess game of Boris Spassky? So this was the move, and h6, Boris Spassky is sacrificing the knight, and then he sacrificed the knight. And in this position, he sacrificed the rook, attacking. Every move is attacking, and every move has a purpose. Every move is a threat. So very dynamic, very aggressive, and a beautiful attacking chess game by Boris Spassky. And few moves later, black resigned after bishop to d2, checking the king, bishop to e3, and black resigned. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time with more interactive chess games. So thank you so much for watching again. Take care and bye bye.